Hello, Redlow friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Hello Redlow podcast. I'm your host, Terry Mullen, and I am so happy you're here. If you're new here, welcome. Redlow is older spelled backwards. I am older, and perhaps you are too. And I show up here each week trying to help each one of us step forward with our lives by navigating these life transitions, overcoming hard things, and rediscovering who we are now in this season of life. I have a great episode today, so sit back, listen in, and let's keep stepping forward. Remember who you are and whose you are. As I started this podcast today on this beautiful Sunday morning and sitting here at my desk in the quiet, I had a whole other podcast ready to launch, and these words just felt heavy in my heart, got a little bit emotional about it, and I just decided that this is the direction I need to go today. So I'm going to do this a little bit more off the cuff. I'm kind of enjoying doing that actually lately, and just kind of sharing my heart with you and kind of going with that. I hope this speaks to you and whomever it is meant to touch. I pray it reaches your heart and soul today. I'm going to read some excerpts from my book, those excerpts that I left out. And who knows, maybe this will be part of book number 2. But I've been thinking about decisions. Decisions are complicated, aren't they? Especially how we arrive at them, both individually and collectively. They have an outcome that affects us and those we love. I've certainly made a lot of hard decisions throughout my life, and it is likely that you have as well. I have seen the power that decisions have in our lives. I've seen them lift up, encourage, connect, and unite. I've also seen them divide and break apart both businesses and personal relationships. Perhaps you're like me, and you grew up in a home where conflict scared you, or you saw it avoided at all costs. It was not modeled in a healthy way. People got angry, punished you, or left. And therefore, learning how to communicate, make decisions, resolve conflict, and arrive at a compromise in a relationship is harder for you. Maybe making decisions scares you altogether because you were never validated and were not allowed to voice your opinion. Often, you just stayed quiet on the outside. Internally, however, there was a whole lot going on. There were numerous thoughts and emotions, and it took years for you to learn how to speak up, to speak your truth, and resolve the internal conflict that sometimes raged inside your soul with nowhere to go. Decisions have been both difficult and a gift throughout my life. On one hand, they've given me wonderful options with freedom to choose. And on the other hand, they required something of me: courage, grit, risk, trust, confidence, compromise. Sound familiar? Some decisions have been easy to make, while others have been very hard. In addition, I've always found that the stakes are always higher, and it takes a lot more thought, trust, and planning when you're making pivotal decisions about a relationship, a career, a business, family, or a major move. And there are never any guarantees as to whether that is the right decision or not. You never really know until you take that brave step forward and either go for it or not, right? All these years later, at 59, I realized that the only thing you can do is to do your best with the knowledge that you have at the time that you're trying to make a decision. And then trust that it was your best and let it go. So hard for me. The key to making decisions is actually making them and then moving forward without regret or blaming others. No one can predict the future. No one. No one can tell you what is best for your life. No one. Whatever the outcome of your decision is, accept responsibility for it and trust that everything you do has a purpose. If you get it right, awesome. If you get it wrong, well, that's awesome too. Either way, you learn. And I think Tony Robbins says it best: life happens for you, not to you. And as for me, for so long, I thought other people knew so much more than me and what was best for my life. Therefore, I gave other really strong people, including my husband, the keys to my life. I also gave them my power and my voice. And those of us who experience childhood trauma understand what this is like. As Brené Brown so eloquently says in her book, Rising Strong, Of all the things that trauma takes away from us, the worst is our willingness or even our ability to be vulnerable. There's a reclaiming that has to happen. And as a result, many of us put up our own walls, me included. I would listen to others all day long, but I had such a hard time being vulnerable and letting others know what was really happening in my life until I couldn't do that anymore. I just didn't want to burden anyone or seem like I was a Debbie Downer, so I just smiled. And then one day, I couldn't. One day, my own reclaiming had to happen. I needed to restore my voice, rediscover it, redeem my responsibility for each decision I made going forward, whether large or small. Each decision would be a stepping stone to what was next, right or wrong, best or not. It would be my decision. Now, the opposite of deciding is indecision, procrastination, and idleness. I've learned that this is a very difficult place to be. It will keep you stuck and from moving towards those things that you want. It certainly did for me. And I discovered that the best way to break free from indecision is to start making really small decisions. It's so empowering. From there, each small decision helps you gain confidence and will help you step forward to make bigger decisions. And then you'll be able to really trust yourself. And that is what builds the confidence. See, all these things take away our power and who we are. When we think other people make decisions better than we do, or we don't trust our own decisions because we think everyone else is smarter than us, or we don't make decisions, well, all of those things keep us stuck. They keep us stuck right where we are. They keep us from going after those things that we really want to do. So I want to encourage you today that it's time to stop doubting who you are, who God created you to be. It's time to stop ignoring your own amazing potential. It's time to celebrate all that you are and all that has happened for you in your life. It's time to step forward and take flight. You have suppressed, repressed, and ignored that whisper and those ideas that are in your spirit long enough. Perhaps you've tucked away those dreams somewhere in a treasure box, hoping that one day you would just dust it off, open it up, unlock it, reveal it, and set those dreams free. Maybe even wave that magic wand, right? But it doesn't work like that. You've kept all those dreams captive long enough. What are you waiting for? If not now, when? When's a good time? There is a Confucius saying that says the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. Or as I say, the best time to start was yesterday. And then the next best time is today. You're still young enough to pursue your goals and live your life, even if it scares you, and even when your circumstances are difficult. I promise. Trust me, I know what this feels like. I know what it feels like to be afraid to start again later in life. I know what it feels like to question another reinvention. I know what it feels like to doubt yourself or even see your own potential and your accomplishments. I know what it feels like to be afraid to step into this new season of life, whether it's moving, starting a new career or new job, overcoming health issues, or that of someone you love. I know what it feels like to pick yourself up and revise your life. Yeah, I know what that feels like. We all have those moments when we start again, when we experience these seasons of transition and reinvention, when we leave things behind, things we love, people we love. I know what it feels like to step into something new. And all of those experiences have led you here. They have led you right here to where you are now, remembering who you are. None of us can change what happened in the past. We cannot change the decisions we made or the outcome as a result of those decisions. But we do have the ability to change the ending and what we do in the future and what we do with what has happened in our life. The beauty of it all is to create a masterpiece from that mess. We have the ability to create a beautiful life, to rewrite, revise, rekindle, renovate, repair, and restore our life. We have a beautiful opportunity to start again. That is the power. That is the power, dear one. There is strength, courage, hope, love, and light that lives inside of you. Remember who you are. I see the magic in you. It starts by taking one step forward, by being curious and listening to that still small whisper, and remembering that you have a bold dream. It's not too late. Let's take this journey together and go find those dreams that young girl once had. I understand. It's what led me here to my podcast. It's what led me to my book. It's what led me to coaching. And it's what led me to my course, Step Forward and Soar. And SOAR is an acronym of my 4 pillars to help you. S is start where you are, because we can't go where we want to go or reach our destination if we have no idea where we are in the first place, or what it is that we want, or we've forgotten those dreams, right? We have to figure out how to uncover them and remember what those dreams and goals are. And I help you rediscover them. Number 2 is overcome. Overcome those obstacles and those limiting beliefs and things that have blocked you from moving forward. And then A is act. Take that courageous action to actually go do it. And I help you, I give you tools and inspirational tools that I've used in my own life to help you do that, to do that hard and scary thing that you've been wanting to do, but just felt overwhelmed or didn't know where to begin. And then R is to rise up and radiate your gifts out into the world with confidence. And I have some wonderful tools to help you do that. And I give you permission today to step forward and pursue your dreams. Know that you are seen, you are heard, you are loved, you are valued, and you belong. And you have so much to offer the world. I want you to find your wings to fly on your own. So let's keep stepping forward and soar together. Until we meet again, may God truly bless you. Have an amazing day. Hey friends, thanks so much for listening in today. Just as a disclaimer, as I always like to say, I'm not a therapist or a professional. These are just my words and my experience from my own life and words from things that I've written in my book, Step Forward. Go have an amazing day, and thanks for stopping by.